Good morning student. Today we will discuss about Introduction to Data Structures. I Aditi Prohit, Assistant Professor, Sagar Institute of Research and Technology. So let's discuss about our today's topic, that is on Introduction to Data Structure. Definition. Basically, data structure can be defined as a group of elements which provide an efficient way of storing and organizing the data in the computer so that it can be efficiently used. Data structure is basically the main part of many computer science algorithms as they enables the programmer to handle the data in an efficient way. It plays a vital role in enhancing the performance of a software or a program, as the main function of software is to store and retrieve the data from users as fast as possible. Data structure is representation of logical relationship exist between individual elements of a data, or we can say that in other word, a data structure is a way of organizing all data element that considered not only the elements stored but also relationship of each argument. Introduction. Data structure affects the design of both structural and functional aspect of a program. A program is collection of algorithms plus a data structure. You know that algorithm is a step-by-step procedures to solve a particular problem. That means algorithm is a set of instruction written to carry out certain tasks, and data structure is basically a way of organizing the data with their logical relationship retained. To develop a program of an algorithm, we should select an appropriate data structure for that algorithm. Therefore, algorithm and its associated data structure form a program. Next comes classification of data structure. A data structure are normally divided into two broader categories: primitive data structures, non-primitive data structures. Primitive data structures are built-in data type data structures, and non-primitive data structures are user-defined data structures. Primitive data structures are further classified into integer, float, characters and pointers, and non-primitive data structure is again divided into two: linear data structure and non-linear data structure. A linear data structure can be further divided into array, linked list, stack and queue, and non-linear data structure can be divided into graph and tree. Primitive data structure. These are the basic data structures and directly operated on the machine instructions. In general, there are different representations on different computers: integer, floating point number, character constant, string pointers, fall, etc. fall in the category of primitive data structure. The types of primitive data structures. Then comes non-primitive data structure. These are more sophisticated data structure. They are derived from primitive data structure. Non-primitive data structure are emphasized on storing of homogeneous and heterogeneous data items. Non-primitive data structure, the most commonly used operations are broadly categorized into the following types, like creation, selection, updating, searching, sorting, merging, destroy and delete. Difference between primitive and non-primitive data structure. Primitive data structure is generally a basic data structure that is usually built into the languages such as integer and a float. And non-primitive data structure is built out of primitive data structure linked together in a meaningful way, such as linked list, binary search tree, AVL tree, graph, etc. Data structures array. Array is a collection of similar type of data item, and each data item is called an element of array. The data type of an element may be valid data point like character, integer and float. The elements of array share the same variable name, but each one carries a different index number known as subscript. An array can be one-dimensional, two-dimensional or a three-dimensional. It means that an array can contain one type of data only, either all integers, float or all characters. This is the declaration of array. Int array and square bracket equals to 10, where int specifies the data type or type of element the array store. Here it is an integer. It is a type of integer array. ARR is the name of array, and number specified inside the square bracket is the number of element an array can store. This is called length or size of an array. Following are the some concepts to be remembered about array. The individual element of array can be accessed by specifying the name of array followed by index or subscript inside square bracket. First element of an array has index 0. It means first and last element will be specified from array 0 to array 9 respectively. The element of array will always be stored in consecutive memory location, or we can say that continuous memory location. The number of element that can be stored in array, that is the size of array, and length is given by the following equation, that is upper bound minus lower bound plus 1. For the above array, it would be 9 minus 0 plus 1 is equals to 10, where 0 is the lower bound of array and 9 is the upper bound of array. An array can always be read and write through loop. If we read a one-dimensional array, it requires one loop for reading and other for writing an array. For example, reading of array, for loop equals to I equals to 0, I less than equal to 9 and I plus plus. Then scanf, print %d and address of operator array of 9. For example, writing of array, for loop I equals to 0, I less than equal to 9, I plus plus, printf %d array I. If we are reading or writing two-dimensional array, it would require two loops. And similarly, the array of n dimension would require n loops. Some of the common operations performed on array is creation of array, traversing of array, insertion of new element into the array, deletion of required element, modification of element and merging of array. That's it for today. Next we come up with another video. Then thank you so much.